This is gonna be done. Hello everybody and welcome to another Oinkcraft update. Now this one I'm doing with a camera at me because I chose to, and spicing it up a little bit. So I have a few important updates to go through, and I've got a list of them. I kind of want to update people on where I am, where we are with just everything coming up in general. So the first thing I want to start off with is details on the factions overhaul. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slide this kind of overlay in front of me here. Maybe make it like a cool, like, oh look, I'm lifting it, and like poof. Maybe I'll edit that, but pretty much we're going to go and you're going to see the Trello board right now. So here's the Trello board for the factions overhaul. So here was a list of ideas that we had. You should be able to see my mouse, and all of these are highlighting anyway. So you can see the ideas here, and then the idea development here is all these approved ideas. So that is, and then yellow is a plugin needed, and then drag them over here for when they're going to be done, and then I fix voting, so that's completed. And issues are going to be filled out when factions overhaul is done and people start complaining about bugs and stuff. So I just want to update everyone on where we are with these ideas. So these are still being worked out and outlined. Most of these are plugins, so it's just a matter of specifically outlining. Okay, for example, I'll use Oink Bay and Oink Dungeons as an example. So the two things with plugins is that we need them to work alone properly, and we need them to work with everything else properly. If you choose to read this, go for it. But pretty much it's an auction plugin, so you can say /obey auction 500, and it takes the item in your hand and then throws it up onto the market in chat. Now, the time will be taken, of course, to outline this more detailed, like pseudocode, pretty much. And what that means is I'm going to write out in plain English what would happen based on what people do, and then I'll send this off to somebody from people who will be helping me out with this, and assign these projects, kind of. So pretty much the auction plugin would be, as I said, you obey auction 500, take the item in your hand, and it would put it on the market. So I need that to work alone, is kind of where that's at. And then for an example of something that needs to work, actually this would work as well as an example, to work with the rest of the server, because we're not a dedicated server, meaning we can't make every single world different servers, and this was kind of an issue with Minigames, but pretty much it has to work so that obey only sends the auction. So A, it only allows the person to use the command in the factions world, and B, it only sends the message to players who are either in the factions world or share the same world with that person. Because if we auction something off in creative, that wouldn't be so good. And so pretty much I'm just going to list out the items here. Oink Trade is going to be /trade. A little inventory is going to show up, and you can trade items with people. They can give you items, you can give them money, vice versa. A 1v1 PvP arena, this was a pretty good idea. This was a thing a really long time ago on the server, but was never like a plugin automated thing. And this is something I want to put in there. I thought I put the entire description here, but I guess not. So pretty much how it's going to work, did I actually? No, okay. Is you're going to have two people enter the PvP arena, and then people will be able to bet on them. So it's going to be something like a $75 entrance fee. The winner of the battle will get 75% of the total money, and the loser will get 25%. So essentially, if each person pays $50, the winner gets 75 and the loser gets 25, to make it easy for percentages. So then the spectators will be able to spectate the match and will be able to bet on the person. The losers will get nothing from the bet, and the winners will get all their money back, plus the losers' money divided amongst those who bet on the winning team. So the next one here is Oink Shop. So a big idea that I wanted to strive for this season, or this new factions overhaul, is to get away from the shop. No more mob spawners except for the ones that you can mine with silk spawners. No more sitting there and AFKing and grinding with blazes and iron golems and all that. That also means there's a less of a focus on specific money. So we're gonna have a player shop, kind of. As you can see, it says essentials used for the basic items up here. I'm going to be switching back and forth. This is kind of like an editing project as well, just for fun. Anyway, so players are going to be able to sell their own stuff, and there's going to be like an essential shop. Like you can buy diamonds but not diamond armor, you can buy logs but not wooden planks, sand but not glass, wool but not colored wool, stuff like that. So super cheap, like reeds, and you can then get those, and then you have to sell them to other people. I'm still thinking about putting in sell signs for things like sugarcane / reeds, just in case people like can't make money off the player shop, because our player base is relatively smaller. So that's kind of what that idea is about. Kit tree done. I'm going to be redoing all the factions kits to I don't know, make it more balanced with the new world. New builds, this is going to happen in, I'll get to that in a sec. And essentially we're going to get new builds for the spawn and everything. Oink crates, I'm pretty much just thinking of making a custom crate system. I can kind of get rid of mib-utils, because it's mib-utils was originally added so that people could buy crate keys. And so pretty much with this I could essentially make our own crate plugin, and we could buy them and such. So next is Oink Dungeons. So custom dungeons was an idea I had, and I kind of want to carry through with it. So in the spawn, which currently we're thinking of having it like a custom spawn world, like a really large area for spawn, and there will be like 8 to 10 dungeons, and you can complete level 1 dungeon, but you can't complete level 2 until you complete level 1. And the mobs, there will be custom mobs that spawn inside, and they will spawn proportionally to however many people are in the dungeon at that time. So again, this is one that really needs to be worked out before it's worked on. But pretty much you would end a dungeon, and you would get rewards for it, essentially. Probably materials, maybe some money. Oink Channels is just a new admin / channel chat. Doesn't really concern too many people. Auction plugin I did explain. MCM will be staying. We just need to make our new Oink Credits plugin, which is that bottom one. So I originally wanted this to be done by the end of November, because I have some big life applications coming up that are due November 1st. I've also got school starting in about a week from this recording this video. I hopefully will upload it tonight, but maybe we'll get it tomorrow. It's currently Monday the 28th. Cool. I shouldn't leave my windows open. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so currently right now the outlining is probably going to get done much sooner than that. So hopefully we can be able to use October as the doing month, and sort of use November as a fallback in case something goes really wrong and October just doesn't work out. So that's the factions overhaul, updating people where we are at. The ideas are kind of in process, in development, outlining them and stuff, hopefully to get that done by first week of September. Like the basics, and then all the pseudocode and stuff done by the end of September for October to be developing month. So yeah, I think that's it for factions overhaul that I wanted to mention. Townie reset, well, just to touch on it, excuse me, just to touch on it, will be next year, kind of ish. Yeah, next year, because I wanted to build offs before that, but there's probably not gonna be a whole Townie overhaul. So second big thing, that was like a really lot of faction stuff. Thank you for bearing with me. If you're just listening, it's all cool and stuff. So the second big thing is the parkour rank. Now Zaf proposed this idea. I don't know if he got it from someone, I can't recall, but essentially there's now an Oink parkour timer, which is what I call the plugin, where you step on a stone plate, and when you get to the end of a map, it logs your time essentially. And the person with the highest, so the first place player would get a little prefix on the beginning of their name that whenever they're in the parkour world would say like star and then the map name maybe, or just like a star, just to say, hey, I have first place on the parkour rank. How I'm going to incorporate that with permissions X, not sure just yet. I could always append that as a suffix or something onto someone's message, but suffixes get really annoying. That's where that's at. It hasn't really developed any further. Doesn't really need to be. It just needs to be more thought out, but that probably, I don't know where that will take place between now, factions overhaul, and build-offs and stuff. The next thing is, I wrote on my thing, oh, is this mirrored? It is. No, it's not. You can read that. Life. Like I mentioned, I have school starting up in a week, and I've got a really busy schedule coming up for me. I have packed on too many things. So I'm going to be on the hustle game and trying to get things crunched out. So if I'm not active a lot, I should be pretty much always on Discord, always replying to things on Discord. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Trello. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully I do this the first time. So if I go back over here to Trello and go to Oinkcraft General, you can see here there's general bugs and issues that are logged. So there's a bunch of things that I haven't done yet. These I'm currently working on. These need some follow-up and pretty much stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to fit all this in. So if I don't get to an issue on time or really quick, I'm sorry. All the staff are kind of like have lives and stuff, so just keep that in mind. And I'm sure you guys have lives too, I'm just saying. Next thing I want to quickly append is a Discord warning bot for staff who might be watching this. That's coming hopefully soon. I figured out how to get it working in C#. I'm using a different framework. So hopefully I'll be able to get that working sooner rather than later. The next thing is Cauldron Wars is finally it's done. Pretty much. It's version 1.0 style done. We're done with beta, done with testing. The game is functional and working. I say done because I'm probably going to be adding more kits over time. Yeah, I'm probably going to be adding more kits over time. That's pretty much all the addition it needs. Maybe some more features, maybe editing some kits, balancing some kits. But please, please, please play that if you are around. If there are enough people online, I know you need 6. It's kind of tough. But you can do it. It's actually... I had a game a little while ago, and I was just so happy. I mentioned in the last update. Because it was like something I was like struggling to do for a while. And I was like, I finally did it. I did it. I finally did it. Can't believe it. Anyway, so yeah, Cauldron Wars, go play that if there's enough people online. Submission checking. First off, I'm making it a resolution or whatnot to check submissions every Saturday. Morning, afternoon, evening, whatever, Saturday. Sometimes, I will probably have to be like, oh, you just have to add 2 more steps, and I'll check your build again tomorrow or later tonight. But if your submission gets hardcore declined, it's going to have to wait a week if you want to try again. But please don't ask me. Type /submit, submit confirm, PM me on Discord, hey, I submitted. I'll probably just say, hey, did you /submit? And you'll be like, yeah, I did /submit. And I'll be like, cool, I'll check it on Saturday. So if you apply on Sunday and don't get checked until Saturday, if you apply on Friday, then get checked on Saturday. This is mirrored, so it's going to look weird. So be it. I apologize if that's annoying, but weekly is what I'm planning on doing right now because it looks like I'll have time for that on Saturdays. Minigames. So a few of you know Link or on Discord or Redstone Tech and Minecraft is working on a minigame called Rocket Bow, which is his own, and we might be incorporating that onto Oinkcraft, and I say might, and that's a heavy possible yeah. Wait, that sounds... No, that's like a heavy yes, kind of. A little inkling of changes that need to be done. He's still working on it. So expect a new minigame coming soon. It only requires multiples of 4 people. And I'll be asking people for maps about that in a bit. I think I need to ask them for those requirements. And then the second minigame thing is Z Puzzle? 2 Puzzle. That's my current name for it right now. It's a project that's kind of been thrown on the back burner. It's kind of just sitting there. Haven't really worked on it. Kind of been outlining it, but I do need to work on it a bit more, but it's kind of fallen in priority. With the factions overhaul and Rocket Bow, that's been my justification for it. 2 small things to end it off. Wow, this feels like a very productive update video. Redstone World, the Redstoners, please don't touch other people's Redstone stuff. And Advanced Builders, please don't touch Advanced Builders builds in the Advanced Builder world. That's a privilege you get of free reign across a flat world, or in Advanced Builder's case, flat world and normal terrain. Please don't abuse that. I don't want to take that away from you. You just get the permission, the world revoked. Depending on the severity, you might get your rank revoked. And lastly, Zaf is pretty much an official co-owner now. He's been doing exceptionally well as an admin, so I mean I said, hey, change your prefix to co-owner. Let me get the day on this. On August 3rd. So I just said, yeah, if you just want to keep it, and they're willing to keep it, pretty much. Yeah, so he's doing a great job. So if you have any questions that in the past I said contact me specifically, contact him. He's got access to plugins, installing plugins, updating plugins, fixing plugins. He's been doing a great job so far. It's been a massive help as well. And I believe Kuro's pretty much back in service. He's back with school again and such. So yeah, the admins are doing a great job. Me, Zaf, Kuro. And the moderators, of course. I forgot about that because I was improvising and not planning that part of my sentence. Sorry. Feels good, man. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry for the change of pace on this update video. I felt like I wanted to do it. I don't know why. I'm just feeling really good this week. And now this is where the update becomes unproductive. Looks like the video stopped recording about a minute ago and started recording, so I'll have to rethink that. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, join play.wrestlingminecraft.com. The website is www.wrestlingminecraft.com. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.